Let me call this meeting to order. Today is August the 6th, and this is the monthly board meeting for the City of Ripley Mayor and Board of Aldermen. Appreciate everyone being here tonight. I'll explain to the board after our prayer and pledge what these young ladies are doing here and what they represent. You all might have a good idea. But as we normally do, we will start our meeting with a prayer. And Reagan White is going to lead the prayer tonight. Come on up here, please.
Would you please bow? Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us all together tonight. We pray that you will watch over us throughout the upcoming school year. Be with our athletes and help each one perform at their best level on the field and in the classroom. We ask that you bring patience and comfort to our teachers and staff as they adjust to a new school year. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Board, I've got one of our two student representatives from the Ripley High School. I'll have the other one in the September meeting. This is Seth Bird. He's going to be one of our representatives. His mother and dad are back there. Stephen is the principal of the high school with his brother. So he's going to be representing us in one of our positions, and then I'll have the other one next month. But this is Seth Bird, and his daddy is the principal at the high school, who I happened to hire as a U.S. history teacher back in the day. So obviously it was a good hire. Seth, you sit here and you listen to what we got to say and do. Board, I've got the Ripley High School football cheerleading squad here tonight. I'd read in the paper earlier in the summer where they went to UT Martin and were the #1 cheer team at that camp, and I don't know how many teams were there, but it was several. I don't know if they've ever gotten that award in the past or not, but being #1 in anything with several competitors. And I asked Ginger Hearn, their sponsor, to see if they could all come here tonight, and we'd have them introduce themselves and tell us who they are and their parents. But now Ginger is not here, so Carol Mills White, Carol, you stand up.
Bless him.
There's a little Pavletic in there too, is going to be the stand-in for Ginger. Do you want to tell what they did at the camp before they introduce themselves, or let them introduce themselves first, Carol?
Either way is fine.
Okay.
Either way is fine.
We'll let them introduce themselves first, and then she'll stand up and tell us all the accolades that they received at the camp. Very few of these young people do I know. I know most of their parents and grandparents, but they're too young for me, so I didn't know them. But now I think there was some in this class that had my wife in the first grade. This will be her last class of seniors. After that, she's retired. So we're going to start out with Ms. Gingery here. You stand up and you tell us your name and a little bit about yourself.
I'm Naisha Gingery. My parents are Paris Payne and James Gingers. I'm a senior and I'm a captain this year.
Okay.
My name is Lindsay Hendren. My parents are Wade and Gina Hendren. I'm a senior and I'm a captain as well.
I'm Delaney Mann. My parents are Barbara and Bobby Mann. I'm a senior and I'm also a captain.
My name is Maddie Payton. My parents are Chris and Stacy Payton, and I'm a freshman.
My name is Abby Solworth. My parents are Christy and Aaron Solworth, and I'm a freshman.
My name is Lexi Greer. My parents are Kim Greer and Wayne Greer, and I'm a sophomore.
My name is Brianna Shelton. My parents are Kim Shelton and David Shelton, and I'm a freshman.
My name is Shelby Odom. My mom is Jill Jackson, and my dad is Robert Odom, and I'm a senior.
Philip and Jean are her grandparents.
My name is Kara Holmes, and my mom is April Sylvester, and my dad is Clint Holmes, and I'm a senior.
My
name is Lily Carmack. My parents are Joe and Carrie Carmack, and I'm a senior this year.
I'm Heather Land. I'm a senior, and my parents are Chad Land and Amy Hall.
Guess who?
My name is Bailey Knatzer. I'm a senior in high school, and my parents are Corrie Beasley and Tracy Knatzer.
Your daddy fixes my car.
Tell everybody your daddy's name so they know what you're talking about.
Cricket.
There you go.
My name is Hannah Carroll. My parents are Rusty and Samantha Kirby, and I'm a freshman.
My name is Paige Hardy, and I'm a freshman. My mom is Jennifer Hemby. My dad is Jeremy Hardy.
Now, Jeremy, the policeman? Okay.
My name is Hannah Shaw. My parents are Lanny and Dawn Chalk, and I'm a freshman.
My name's Reagan White. My parents are Todd and Carol White, and I'm a junior.
My name is Carney Rose, and I'm a freshman, and my parents are Dana and Shaw Rose.
And her mother's here, Dana from Gas and Water, Scott.
My name is Ulysses Crowder, and I'm a freshman, and my parents are Tony and Krista Crowder. My name is Emma Murphy, and I'm a sophomore, and my parents are Brian Murphy and Ashley Beck.
My name is Ashlyn Gray. I'm a sophomore. My parents are BJ and Jamie Gray. My name is Taylor Walding. My parents are Jay and Renee Walding, and I'm a senior.
Okay, Carol, come on up here.
I will. Now, I had to have notes because it is quite an accomplishment what they did this summer.
Carol and Julie were best friends in high school.
Yes.
Julie Pavletti.
If I didn't get invited to spend the night by Julie, I got invited by the man. It's like we hanging out this weekend. All right, at camp this summer, they received the banana the first night, which you want the banana. You want to be top banana. And they impressed them in the first few hours of the day and took the banana home that night. They placed first in rally routine, second in game day competition. They were overall camp champs and received the Traditions Award given by the staff, and that is probably the most valuable one there because it just tells what kind of a squad you are, that you keep your traditions, you take care of each other, you're respected by the other squads there, and that was just from the staff themselves. Reagan and Shelby actually received a pin it forward the first night. The staff will take a UCA pin and then pin one of the girls, and then they pin it forward the next night. And they received theirs quite fast. But it just represents leadership. Delaney, where's Delaney? Raise your hand. Delaney, Naisha, Taylor, Walding, and Shelby and Lindsay. They received All-American Cheerleader Awards. Yes, that's quite an accomplishment. And Ginger also wanted me to say, please excuse her for not being here. Her son Jack, who is a freshman this year, and she's panic-stricken, but he's playing in the Dixie World Series, and they are in Louisiana, and so far doing really well, and they're playing in about 45 minutes. They've beaten a couple of Florida. Look, she keeps them updated, I promise. But I coach the middle school cheerleaders, football cheer, and I'm proud of my girls. Ginger will go to war for these. These are her babies, and she's super proud of them, and I appreciate all she does. So she is a true gem that we have there at high school, because she's going nowhere. We're going to hang on to her both hands. But thank you for the invitation.
How many teams are there?
15, 20? Yeah, it was like 15, 20 squads, and they were tickled to be honored that well, but they deserved it. If you didn't see the video, I'm sure it's on Facebook. But thanks for the invitation. Thank you. Thank you.
Seth, you can't go, you gotta stay.
You like the company?
Next month, we're bringing lifeguards. Bringing lifeguards next month.
Is there other recognition at the high school? We'll bring them here and introduce them and do the same thing, but I just thought with them being the #1 team at the UT Martin, which is a prestigious camp, they needed some recognition. Principal Word, we appreciate that with that squad. Once again, appreciate everyone being here, see how your city government works. First item on the agenda, consider the July 2nd, 2018 minutes as printed and delivered in the agenda package. Ms. Alston makes the motion, Mr. Chibnall makes the second. Discussion? Mr. Davis?
Yes.
Mr. Beard?
Yes.
Ms. Alston?
Yes.
Ms. Treadway?
Yes.
Mr. Hankins?
Yes.
Mr. Chibnall?
Yes.
Consider the July 2018 financial statement is printed and delivered in the agenda
So
package.
moved.
Mr. Hankins makes the motion, Ms. Treadway makes the second. Discussion? Our 17-18 budget, Donna, did it come in under, over,
It will
with?
be somewhere around 100,000, under.
I paid all the bills from, okay. Any other discussion? Ms. Chibnall?
Yes.
Mr. Hankins?
Yes.
Ms. Treadway?
Yes.
Ms. Alston?
Yes.
Mr. Beard?
Yes.
Mr. Davis?
Yes.
Okay. No correspondence?
No, sir.
Okay. Consider to reappoint Don Ammons to Ripley Housing Authority Board for 5-year term, August of 2018 to August 2023. Ms. Alston makes the motion. Mr. Hankins makes the second. You all saw that letter from the Housing Authority that they,
It says he wants to go to term, so it's,
yeah, that
we'll take it.
Justin Jones, the director, wanted him back, and he was willing to come back. I don't see, everyone knows him, so I didn't ask him to come to the board meeting tonight, because I think everyone up here knows Mr. Ammons. Did I get a motion in a second?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Davis?
Yes.
Mr. Beard?
Yes.
Ms. Alston?
Yes.
Ms. Treadway?
Yes.
Mr. Hankins?
Yes.
Ms. Chibnall?
Yes.
Okay. Consider Ripley Housing Authority request for the city to waive construction permit fees related to the building of a home to serve 3 clients of the Helen Tucker Center. Do they have that letter? What are they
Yes, sir, they
requesting
have a
here,
copy
Ms.
of
Dunham?
They are interested in partnering with Ripley Housing Authority and Ripley Housing Authority and the Helen Tucker Center to build a home just for 3 clients of the Helen Tucker Center. Now, they have these homes throughout Ripley and Halls already. They're just residential homes. And there would only be 3 people that live in this house. And
We're still gonna do inspections?
there would be an inspection.
We're just waiving the fee.
That's correct.
How much is the fee?
It would, I did it on a $100,000 house. I don't know the size or anything. I'm just saying if it's $100,000, it'd be $460.
Does that cover our costs for the independent company to come in and do that?
Sir?
Does that cover our costs for the independent company to
Well,
do that? Normally,
That would, yes.
Did they say anything else, Ms. Alston, at the board meeting about that? You want to go ahead and make the motion?
I'll make the motion.
Ms. Alston's make the motion, I need a second.
Second.
Mr. Davis makes a second. Any further discussion? Where's this going to be built?
It's on the property we donated to Ripley Housing Authority, Hamby Circle.
Oh, okay, yeah. We don't have anyone here from the Housing Authority. Mr. Davis?
Yes.
Mr. Beard?
Yes.
Ms. Alston?
Yes.
Ms. Treadway?
Yes.
Mr. Hankins?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chibnall?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Consider proposed ordinance amending Title 17 refuge and trash disposal. You want to elaborate on that at all, Mr. Ford or Ms. Treadway? We have a copy of that in our...
Yeah.
We do.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion.
Okay, Mr.
I'll
Chipman's
second
made the
it.
motion, Mr. Hankins second. Discussion. You want to stand up, Mr. Ford?
Mayor, I'd like for us to consider on page 2, item N, boxes too large for the trash receptacle. You know, yeah, a person could take a box knife and cut the box up and get it in the garbage can, but especially like at Christmas time, there are gonna be a lot of extra boxes. Or what if a person buys, say, a TV? What are they gonna do with that box if we're not gonna pick it up? I really, for the most part, I agree with this, but that's one item I'd like for us to consider taking out, or Mr. Ford might could address that.
Well, that'd be a decision totally left up to the board.
We
I
talking
can
Christmas
see
time
where-
only? Is that what you're talking about, Mr. Davis, Christmas time only?
No, I'm talking year round. I mean, there are a number of times I see boxes, empty boxes that people put out for trash because they can't get them in the garbage can. And we don't want to charge them to pick up an empty box. I just think that's carrying it just a little bit too far. Maybe y'all disagree, but I just think that's.
I had a neighbor that had a dryer delivered last week, and I noticed a dryer box sitting out on the curb. I mean, there's a good instance right there, example.
Okay, you see what I'm talking about. For the most part, in looking at this, it's not going to affect many people other than what we're trying to do with construction, that the contractor should be able to dispose of it. And just people thinking that used furniture goes to the curb and we pick it up, and Mr. Ford gave us numbers of some $45,000 to $50,000 that it's costing us. And as a rule, those are fees that we can get around.
Yes, the boxes, just the boxes themselves, and empty boxes, it won't weigh much of a factor on the cost figure on them either way.
Okay, I'll amend my motion to eliminate that part of the ordinance.
And eliminate N. Who seconded that?
I did. I guess I'm okay with that. We're running a fine line between, people, contractors that might have if they're redoing a bathroom, might have a vanity come in a box. So I mean, empty vanity box with contractor can sit out there too, like supposed to. I mean, I don't know that just eliminating it is gonna do it necessarily. I don't know if there's.
Well, I think what we're looking at,
Any contractor service,
an empty box.
any contractor services in here is eliminated.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I mean, not necessarily, if I put one in my, same thing, it'd be like, just like a dryer or something, everybody do with that.
That's what I'm referring to. Not one that somebody's got in a box and filled up this trash that we're trying to eliminate. If a person, and the rumor will get out for false advertising, we're not saying we're not gonna pick up your leaves if you don't bag it. We're just saying they can't be in the street, they've got to be on your property, and we'll pick them up November through March.
And it can't be on the sidewalk.
But as I've preached before many a time, bagged leaves are gonna get picked up very quickly. And it's really a little disrespect to the neighbor. If you rake your leaves and we get a huge wind and they blow in your neighbor's yard, you're not really having much respect for your neighbor if you're doing that. And that's why I advocate bagging of leaves, but I don't think we can do that just yet. But grass clippings, that's the one that really bothers me. Is people have them contained, and then they'll go dump them on the street, and then complain because their sewer gutter gets stopped up.
One question was posed to me say somebody comes by your house and dumps a couch in front of your house. It's not yours. I mean, how would that be handled? Someone puts something in front of my house and we're not gonna pick it up. I don't claim it. I mean, how do you prove the ownership?
Really, there's no way to prove that to ours, John. I mean, it just, I hate to say it, falls bad luck on whoever owns the property. I mean, and as far as, that's just like if it pops up, me calling the police department out there to look at it, it's mine, it's nothing they can go with either way. I mean, that's just the way I see it.
Now, we've got dead animals on here. Dead animals, doesn't that fall under animal control anyway? Yes or no? You know, if a person got a dead animal, they gotta dispose of it, but it shouldn't be public works. That should fall under animal control.
Maybe that's just in case they throw it in the bag and put in the garbage can or something. Well, that's the only thing I thought when I read that.
It'd be a small animal and we probably wouldn't catch it, but.
Are dead animals, Mr. Granlund, his responsibility?
For the most, I mean, now if my guys see them in the road, they're supposed to be stopping and getting them. But as far as household people calling, we just kind of leave that on to Mr. Grantley with the private property. And with our guidelines, we can't go on the property to get the animal for him. And he cannot, I don't know what his guidelines are with that.
Does that fall under the chief of police? Or that, does he answer to the chief? Mr. Grantley? Does he?
As far as I know, it does, yes.
Yes, he does.
Well, what about the chief?
On that situation like that, Mrs. Grantley normally won't go in the yard and get one, but if he's out to the roadway, he can get it.
So he will pick it up?
He has been.
As long as it's brought to the curb or something?
Yes, as long as it's brought to the curb.
Okay.
And if it's too big a item, Johnny will normally come down and get it.
Now, if Mr. Samuel needs help and assistance in getting a larger dog or whatever have you, if he calls, we go help him.
Okay. But see, he can take that to the dog pound and they have a way of taking care of that.
Did you get my amended motion?
Yes, sir. As in eliminating item E.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's fine. I'll second the amendment also. Okay.
So this will be the first reading tonight, and then we'll have a second reading and a public hearing
Next
in
month.
September.
Will we need to advertise this also before we start enforcing it?
Yes, sir, it will be, and if you'll notice the, what it states that it would take effect in October. So that would give everyone plenty advance notice.
To read the notice and be prepared.
Correct.
So in regard to furniture, after October, people will have to do what? To get rid of it?
All their own off.
Or will we pick it up for a fee?
That again would be up to the board.
I mean, this has no discussion of it.
No, it has no discussion here.
The way this is, it's, would be totally.
It just
eliminated.
Well,
I've talked to the cities, it does some for a fee and some like it and some say it's a bigger hassle than what it's worth.
Right.
okay.
Take the city of Covenant before, if someone calls the city hall, the public works or somebody gotta go take pictures of it to make sure it's the proper amount, then have the people come to city hall to pay for it. And then you get the billing process once you get it picked up.
I'd be more invested in doing that than.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
But it
That could be more money invested in trying to do all that process.
But
than
it
would be-
also sits out at the road during this whole
Yes.
time.
That's right, well, this is 24 hours here, so,
Well, this is
yeah,
several days.
I don't think we should.
I mean, it just take a long time for that process,
Yeah,
time
my
we
opinion
get
is
to
not
take
invested
pictures and
fees,
somebody
I'd be
gets
more
to
trouble
pay
with
it, take
And then they
a
get
week
up
or
there to
so.
pay.
I just want to bring it up before we get too far.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be worth it. I don't think it's
Can
gonna
I
be
ask
worth it.
this question? How does the county handle this?
The county has parked all their knuckle boom loaders unless it's an emergency situation. They won't even pick up brush and limbs anymore.
But people allowed to burn and stuff out in the county, so that's what happens. So,
But I mean, what do they do with their furniture? Have
They
private-
haul it off.
They
I'll be
carry it to the
hauling
landfill themselves.
put it in the
Yeah.
burn
They
pile,
carry it to the
Yeah.
landfill themselves.
Because I live in the county, if I've got, whatever's in my house is my responsibility.
Well, for the most part, we're not enforcing a big change other than directed toward furniture, mattresses, construction. We're still gonna pick up loose limbs.
Yes.
We're still gonna pick up leaves. We're still gonna pick up grass clippings. Still gonna pick up empty boxes.
This is more
It's
or less.
not a major change other than directed to carpet, furniture, and that sort of thing.
And the landfill is switching gears again to where we're figuring out to start keeping this stuff separated. So it's gonna sit on the street longer.
Okay?
Between the wood, the empty boxes, furnishings, and I mean, it's just, getting the board, it's a nightmare how you get to haul it off.
Most furniture companies, when they deliver the furniture, will carry it back with them.
Yeah.
And if they say, well, I picked it up myself, then they've got a vehicle they can move and dispose of their used furniture anyway, so.
What if they break the furniture down? They just, the planks pile up.
It's still furniture.
What's the difference in the planks and the limbs of the trees?
The limbs off a tree is what the EPA considers a raw wood. Furniture is not a raw wood.
Any other discussion? Any other discussion?
No.
Would you make the motion?
Yes. Now, I amended it too.
Okay, Ms. Chipman?
And Mr. Hankins seconded the amendment.
Okay, Ms. Chipman?
Yes.
Mr. Hankins?
Yes.
Ms. Treadway? Ms. Alston?
Yes.
Mr. Beard?
Yes.
Mr. Davis?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted Mr. Danley to go to my office and get something. Bring it down here. I forgot it. Okay, next item. Consider to reschedule the September board meeting to September the 4th, 2018 due to the Labor Day holiday.
So moved.
Mr. Chipman makes the motion, Ms. Treadway makes the second. Discussion. So we'll meet at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, September the 4th, which has been the routine. Yes. Did you forget that last year? Brother Ron?
I don't know. I won't. I'm
You
putting it
gonna
on
ball
my calendar.
game?
Putting it on my calendar right now.
You're not answering me. Mr. Chipman?
Yeah.
I didn't get a
Yeah, we did. I don't know. I think Ms. Alston made the second.
Ms. Treadway.
Ms. Treadway.
Mr. Hankins?
Yes.
Ms. Treadway? Ms. Alston?
Yes.
Mr. Beard? Yes. Mr. Davis?
Sure, yes.
Okay. Next item, consider contract agreement between Community Development Partners, LLC, and the City of Ripley to provide administrative services for 2018 site development grant. I had him go up there and get that check for that site development grant. Of course, it was in the paper, but y'all, I wanted y'all to see it. I need a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Hankins makes the motion. Mr. Davis, second. You know, that'll finish up that site and make it shovel-ready, and hopefully we can put an industry on there, you know, control the